Yo, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, Countertopper? Hey, so back in the day, customer asked me to make them a bamboo kitchen. You know, they had to make sure the grain was horizontal and it all lined up and all that stuff. But what they wanted for the countertops was weird. The back one against the wall, they wanted quartz, but the island cabinets, which was just a straight run, they wanted, they seen my resin and things like that. And we know today you can do resin creations that have like a mysterious kind of stream through them. You could have like the metallic powders mixed in that give it a look. But this one was like these, I put one up here with these paints. You can find them in like big box stores, like art stores and things like that. But then just squirted streams, like something like out of the 80s, like people used to do on their pants and sunglasses and things. I remember seeing weird, of course I'm telling you my age, you know, but just squirted right through it. You gotta do it. I don't think I'll ever do this again if someone requests this, but you can. Because me, after it was done, I wish I would have like had a little paintbrush and ran it up the edges to match. And it just takes a lot of courage. You know, you pour your layer of resin and you gotta make sure you use a full bottle, because one like air pocket that spurts out, then it's not a nice stream. Then you're like, man, you gotta clean it all up and try again. And even though they're like 69-cent bottles, you just gotta really have courage. On the working counter, it had a sink in it. So I kind of started everything from there, knowing that I was going to cut that out eventually. It was cool. But the high bar, if you don't have a full bottle, don't try it. Okay? But check it out. You have any questions, I'll ask you. And just keep in mind, you know, if you do it, and when it's in the mold or something, and you're running it up, try to run, nah, you can't. You just can't run it down the edges. I was just thinking that because I did this one face up. We didn't do it upside down. But I guess I could have did it upside down, and after every swirl, went by with a brush and pulled it up. But even if you did do the resin face up and not do it upside down like I do concrete, after it's all done, you know, trace it down. Yeah, that's what I should have done, and that's what I could have done. After it's all done, take this paint with a little brush and follow the grain going down, and then re-epoxy coat it after that. See that? That's the thing with doing jobs one at a time, and for the first time, you never seen anyone do it. In hindsight, of course, I'm better now than I was 15 years ago. But at the time, I really thought this was good, even though some jobs were 15 years ago. This job, I think, was, 10 years ago? I don't know. Who cares? The point is, now I look back at it and think of things I could have done better. And even after I'm done with a job, I write down everything, I film everything. That's why I have videos of all my jobs. I'm like, because sometimes the customer would say, hey, can you make me a new island? I know I didn't buy one last time, but can I have a new island? And then you could pull up your folders and have all your recipe, colors of paint you use, so everything matches. How you did it, the process, not just so for YouTube, but, you know, now I'm sharing some of these things with you guys and realizing that I could have done better. And if you keep watching, you'll see how I picked like 4 or 5 colors first. Did the like Bruce Lee thing. Do not think. Feel. That's what I was doing. So I just like, okay. Because you got to think about it. Now that I'm a little bit smarter, I'm like, man, if I mess this up, that's a lot of money in resin. Never mind having another pissed off customer going, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? You know? So once you do your swoop, however you want to call it, once you take this paint and do some like ninja stuff, let it dry. Mix your clear resin, pour it over the top, let that dry. Then you do it again with some other colors. And then you keep doing this process. Again, on the big wider bar, I was using the sink cutout, but the high bar didn't have that. So I had to use, and this is very important because I did mess up. I kind of wiped it up. I used like half a bottle and it ran out halfway through. What am I going to do? It was so hard. You know, you couldn't get a tape measure. These are all just perfect curves that are one-of-a-kind type things. Keep that in mind. The other thing I wanted to point out, keep watching after, I demold it and everything, and I'll show you how to cut a sink cutout with a, round core bit so you still have round corners and it doesn't crack your resin for the customer later on. And then you have any questions, let me know, because I learned a lot more better ways, easier ways, cooler ideas. And I hope you too, if you're just starting resin today, I hope in 10 years from today, you are better than you were from 10 years ago. That's the whole point. You should be better. Okay? One more thing. Have fun. Woohoo! Because I am.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Boy, that is hilarious. Look at me go. Once I learned how to do the proper flow, I was like, woo. I was waiting for me to do a little spin and start breakdancing on that. But that's what happens. Once you start, you might be nervous, but then by the end of the day or the end of the project, you got this. Boom!
I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all want a ring, yeah, we all want to be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
demolding it. And don't forget that little I wish I would have thing where, you know, touch up the edges to match and then recoat it with epoxy. But I didn't. Let's move on. Obviously, to the untrained ear, I got a resentment that I didn't do that a long time ago. Moving on, for real. Alright, so now that I demolded it, flipped it, want to make sure the sink everything's okay, because I got to cut the sink out. Then I thought, oh yeah, the customer wanted me, instead of, like sometimes I take my grinder and grind the bottom of the epoxy to where it's like a frosted glass, because if you put basically clear glass or a resin over cabinets, you really got to keep all your inside cabinets clean. I mean, the silverware, you can't have all, you know, because people could see in it. You don't want to see the cleaning supplies. So we frost the bottom. This person wanted me to mix another batch of resin, which was a color that had like a metallic pearl. So we just threw a thin layer on the bottom before I do the sink cutout. So that's what I had to do. So I did this before I was going home for the night. And then tomorrow when I come in, or the next day when I come in, I'll just show you quickly how to cut the sink cutout, and then good luck. But if you have any questions about sales, how to sell this, how to bid, the timing it cost, I might be able to help you with that, okay?
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
Okay, now set the sink where it goes based on your template. You lined it up where the sink cabinet is. So this is a core bit. You can also use giant hole saws because it's resin. If there's stone parts in it or glass, you're going to use a stone tool, because you know a hole saw for wood is going to get banged up depending on the aggregates you threw in the resin. Check it out.
Without you, I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours again.
Okay, don't be, hey, by the way, I'm going to use a track saw to cut it, and then you got to do a little sanding. Don't be throwing shade on me because I'm using my belly to hold the countertop down, okay? That was very smart of me to do. Don't be throwing no shade on me, alright? So when you cut this, it's going to look real good.
Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes, just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.